Good evening and welcome to another episode of This Old Hat.
So, back in 1996 was the first time I ever recorded myself doing voices. And of course that was just audio. So now here's video and I'll recite the same thing that I did back then. It's from a Canadian comedy troupe called the Frantics, or a Canadian comedy troupe called the Frantics. It is called Last Will and Temperament. Dates from about 1982. As the executor of Mr. Muldoon's estate, I have been empowered to read Mr. Muldoon's last will and testament.
Well, get on with it. The bar's open soon.
Oh, poor dear Arthur! Oh, there, Jenny. I never worked for a kinder man.
This is so predictable. If you'll all be seated, I will proceed with the reading. I knew it. Ha, ha, ha. I, Arthur Durham Muldoon, being of sound mind and body,
That's a laugh.
do hereby divide up my considerable estate as follows. To my overly emotional sister, Jenny.
Jenny, darling, he's talking about us. Oh.
Who grubbed from me, grubbed for everything she could get her hands on, and then cried crocodile tears when I needed sympathy.
What?
To Jenny I leave a boot to the head.
Oh, what? Oh, Jenny, are you okay?
And another boot to her wimpy husband, Hank.
Oh.
But still, you are my sister. You have always admired my Rolls Royce, and since I no longer need it,
Oh, dear Arthur, he's too kind.
I bequeath another boot to the head.
Oh.
And one more for the wimp.
Oh.
Next to my alcoholic brother,
Hey, I don't want no boot to the head.
to dear Hedge, who has never worked a day in his drunken life,
Cut on my head.
I leave my wine cellar and 3 crates of my finest whiskey.
Oh, really?
And a boot to the head.
Oh.
And one more for Jenny and the whip.
Oh.
Next to my know-it-all nephew, Ralston, this is so predictable, I leave a boot to the head. Oh, I knew it. And one more for Jenny and the whip.
Oh.
This takes care of family obligations. And now, to Mrs. Mulroy.
Oh, I don't want nothing.
To dear Mrs. Mulroy, who cared for me these many, many years, made me laugh, brought me tea.
Oh, I didn't mind.
To Mrs. Mulroy I bequeath a boot to the head.
Oh.
And one more for Jenny and the whip.
Oh.
And so to my cat Mittens I leave my entire vast boot to the head. And finally, to my lawyer who has helped me on this will, I leave not a boot to the head, but a rabid Tasmanian devil to be placed in his trousers. Whoa! And I leave my entire estate of $10 million to the people of Calgary so they can afford to move somewhere decent. The end.
Oh, thank you so much. It's very weird doing this in camera. There's no one around, you know. I kind of... I'm more goofy with other people. It's very strange doing it on my own.